Namaste. So I hope you are enjoying your practice and you're noticing already little changes in your life, in your thinking patterns. Now let's look at some more tips to enhance your inner well-being so that you can enjoy your human experience and relationships with others. Because only if your inner atmosphere is pleasant, balanced, and joyful, you are able to enjoy harmonious relationships without expectations and without emotional suffering. And all life is a relationship, remember? So you want to start forgiving and letting go of old pain. Just believe that everyone is and has been always doing their best. If someone hurt you in the past, or if you did, know that at that point in time, they or you just didn't know better. At this point in time, they or you were just doing their best. And sometimes our best is not good enough, but it is the best we can do. Sometimes we just don't know better. But we cannot change the past, and it has no benefit to dwell on anger, blame, or shame, because life is happening now. See, holding on to your anger, to disappointment, pain, it does not have any benefit for anyone. Just use your logic, use your intellect. Why should you make your present and your future dependent on your past experiences if it does not enhance your life? Life happens according to polarities, good and bad, pleasure and pain. So a life without physical and emotional pain is simply not possible. But suffering is a choice. You can see the pain, the loss, the hurtful experience. You can see it as life lessons, as just another story of life, as a result of your karma, or you can see it as a personal punishment, an unfair event, as a mistake, and then this will create inner resistance and suffering. Anyways, it happened, it has passed, and we will never know why it happened. So stop wasting time asking this question and focus on the now, on what is right here, right in front of you, what is happening now. Bring your full awareness into the now and just take life in fully, exactly as it is, without the need to get something, to change something, to achieve something, to avoid something. Just be here, totally present, curious, playful, like a child, like a clean slate. There is so much going on in every second of life. Just be aware of it. And then there is no need to dwell in the past. Life is so exciting. And also in relationships. It's not fair towards others to base your present relationship on the experiences of your past. It is happening now. And you and everyone else wants your relationships to be joyful, so you embrace everything you learn from your past, but do not make your present depend on it. Every new breath, every new moment is a new chance to live your life joyfully and a chance to change. And then practice self-care. Learn to love yourself first, to make yourself a priority, to make your inner peaceful atmosphere a priority. And that is not egoistical, but necessary. Remember, you want others to love you, but first you have to be able to love yourself. You can only enjoy life with another person if you also love yourself, and you can only contribute joyfully to life if you love your life. If you always put others first, eventually you will burn out emotionally. You will feel weak and not worthy, or you become bitter, angry, and frustrated. It is your birthright to enjoy life. Make this a priority. You are alive. That means you are loved by life. You are an intrinsic part of life. So say what you mean and mean what you say, and simply try your best. Your best might not always be good enough for everybody, but it is enough that you know you did your best. And the most important advice, from now on, stop allowing your mind, that voice in your head, to attack you now and forever. You want others to treat you with kindness and respect? Start with your own mind. Do not allow self-doubt, self-criticism, shame, self-shaming and blaming anymore. Done. Make your inner peace a priority. Instead of entering into useless discussions with others, ask yourself, do I want to be right, or do I want to be in peace? Do I want to be right, or do I want to be in peace? All this is helping you to create a joyful and balanced inner atmosphere, and this is when harmonious relationships are happening. So I want you to understand that any relationship can only be joyful as long as your own inner atmosphere is joyful and balanced. As long as you feel incomplete, as long as you feel that the quality of your life experience depends on others or external circumstances, you will enter a relationship with expectations, and those will eventually cause struggles. So as long as the atmosphere in your own mind is very negative or self-critical, angry, full of resentment, judgmental, competitive, comparing, suffering, you will perceive others through the same negative lens and filter, but you will blame others or your partner for your unease, and your relationships will become a struggle. You can only see in others what you have in your own mind. So if you are very envious, you will see envy in the other person. If you're very insecure and critical with yourself, everything other people say will touch you, and you think that others want to hurt your feelings. If you feel like a victim of your past or of life, you will always fear that others will hurt you, or you have trust issues, right? If you think that because of your past experiences, you're not worthy of love and respect today, you will have a very hard time believing that others truly love you. And you will always be very demanding. You will always need proof from others that they truly love you, and that can be exhausting in a relationship. Notice simply that your own mind's content, your own inner atmosphere, your physical, your energetical, your mental atmosphere works like a filter you are wearing over your 5 senses. If your mind is full of negativity, unresolved pain, expectations, fixed beliefs, that's how you perceive life in others. Notice how your own inner state of being, your own mind's mood determines how you perceive others' behavior. That is so important to know for any relationship. It does not really depend on others. It depends on you, how you feel. Nobody can make you feel in a certain way. It is you who determines how other people's behavior and words make you feel. And here's another practice you can do. Every day you sit. First you do your breathing. Maybe first some stretches, then you do your breathing exercise. And then you sit and you do nothing. So you sit. I prefer to sit with my legs crossed on the floor, but you can sit on a chair with your spine straight. You bring thumb and index finger together. Stretch the other fingers out. Put them on your legs. Straighten your arms. Lengthen your spine, lift your chin up, focus on your third eye. Let your breath flow through your eyes. Keep your focus there, and with every inhale, you silently repeat, I am not my body. And with your exhale, you repeat, I am not my mind, not my thoughts, not my emotions. Inhale, I am not my body. Exhale, I am not my mind, not my thoughts, not my emotions. And as soon as your mind wanders off, you lose your concentration, don't worry at all. Just bring it back, come back and repeat. And once you feel you're done repeating, when your mind is calm, you keep your focus on your third eye and do nothing and just listen. And now in the end, to finish this mini course off, here are some more practical advices for your relationships. Never try to change your partner. Never take your partner for granted. Whatever you expect from your partner, give it to them first. Stop competing with your partner and comparing yourself with your partner. You don't even need to understand your partner all the times. Your relationship will be blissful as soon as you see your partner as a part of yourself. As soon as you see yourself, the soul, the energy in your partner and in all living beings. As soon as you see bodies and minds, thoughts and emotions as part of the ever-changing nature of creation, as human instruments, and start experiencing yourself and others' true nature as the soul, the indestructible, unchangeable, complete and joyful energy which animates and gives life to all beings, there will be no more differences or needs and expectations, and therefore no more reason for struggle. Because, see, you might see your partner angry, nervous, loving, happy or sad, but instead of struggling against him or her, you know that your own mind changes constantly and that every human being is able to experience a wide range of emotions which motivate our behavior. So you observe all this, but you do not feel the need to react compulsively to each emotion. You know that each human being is responsible for their own inner atmosphere and that it is not in your hands how your partner is experiencing you, your relationship, and life. So I really hope that you got curious, that you got a glimpse of what spirituality is and how your mind works and how much power you have, right? And how much more possibilities life has to offer for you. Yeah, so you know that you can join my course Inner Revolution, and this course will run almost over the course of a year, and we will tap so deeply into the functioning of your instruments, your body, your mind, into your past, into your emotions. You will learn more about relationships, and you get a toolbox full of practices and knowledge that will truly allow you to enjoy your life, to change your perception of life and yourself, to experience life differently, right? And then life is not a struggle anymore. And your relationships are not a struggle anymore. And when a challenge happens in life, then you know how to deal with it, because eventually challenges will happen, but it will not destroy you anymore. And if you want, in the meantime, you can maybe check out my book. My book, Yoga Coaching, which I did together with my friend Karen, who is an American illustrator, and she did beautiful illustrations for this book. So, Yoga Coaching, it's a book where you get basically also an explanation, a simple explanation of what yoga science means, what spirituality means, what meditation means. And when I used to own my yoga studio before the pandemic, I ran a very successful yoga studio here, and people would mainly come, they would say, I don't come so much for the exercises, I love them, but I come because of the things you say while we are on the mat, because they really changed my life. And then Karen, she inspired me to write all the things I say down, and I said a lot, obviously. So I just wanted to explain the connection, how yoga science, the philosophy, and especially the yoga postures work on our inner well-being, on our mental state, and how they help us to change our life, to resolve our emotional baggage, to create harmony in our life and in our relationships. But even if you have never stepped foot on a yoga mat and you have even no intention to do the yoga postures, you can still read this book, and it will help you a lot to get through life. easier and happier and just, more joyful and peaceful. And once we are more peaceful and joyful, that is what we give back to life. And that is why we're here. So if you enhance yourself, if you create a pleasant atmosphere within you, that means you contribute to a better world. And that's what I'm grateful for, that I can help with that. Then together we can make this world a better place to live for us and future generations. So thank you so much that you have joined me, and thank you so much for being curious and for listening and trying to enjoy the gift of life. And I'm here for you. You can join our private Facebook group, Awakening Joy. You can write me emails. You can connect with me through other social media channels, Instagram, TikTok. It's always Tina's Tools. And you can also contact me for individual coaching sessions. So that's it. And I hope I'll see you again soon. And I hear from you soon. Just know that this course was an offer, a glimpse, just like a tasting, like a food tasting, or better, a wine tasting. Right? And then in a revolution, you get the full package and everything will become clear and logical, and you will make your own experiences for sure. Thank you. Goodbye.